Hey, good morning, Mid-Missouri. Here's an update to our web weather. Normally we don't date these so much, but I want to give you an idea of what we've got going on here at about 7:15 this morning, because we're kind of in the middle of this snow event. We've seen some heavy snow in Sedalia that's come to an end, and clearly we don't have much in the way of accumulation, at least from the look on our camera from the Tiger Dental office there on the west side of town. Now, we do have quite a bit of accumulation shaping up in places like the Lake of the Ozarks and Jefferson City even. Maybe more of a slushy road to the north near Jefferson City. And the Lake of the Ozarks, we've seen some pretty good snow piling up there on the parking lot. Now, we are not seeing a huge temperature difference from place to place. What the difference maker is here is the snow rates that we've got going on here for the Lake of the Ozarks. The snow is just coming down really well, more so there than we are seeing to the north and back towards the west. So this is where we have currently, just after 7 o'clock, snow falling in Columbia to Versailles, Ashland, Jefferson City, Laurie, Meta, Warsaw still, but the back end of that's coming in from the northwest. And so we're going to see that come to an end. In Sedalia, we've already seen that snow come to an end, and eventually where we're just now seeing after 7 o'clock snow begin, that's where we'll hang on to snow till about, we'll say 9-10 o'clock for folks again near Meta, Vienna, Owensville, Berger, I believe. Excuse me if I pronounced that wrong, but yeah, that's what we're looking at this morning. And we've seen some pretty good accumulations in this stretch from, we'll say, Warsaw to Columbia, excuse me, not Columbia, just south of Columbia, over towards Jefferson City and Fulton. That's where the roads are largely impacted the most. This product tries to kind of estimate based on what radar has put out and what temperature should be. So this is going to be a little off from what you see on the ground, but this gives us a good idea until we can get more reports in. Snowy and slushy, essentially, is what roads are like for a lot of folks. I would extend this a little bit further towards the southeast at the moment as well. So if you're headed out early this morning, again, give yourself a little bit of extra time. We've seen snow come down pretty fast. Again, we've seen estimates so far of up to an inch in some places. Again, this is a little bit off from what I've seen out the door. But again, this gives you an idea that we are looking at some accumulations on the map. We've seen some reports from Callaway County, for example, of more than an inch. So that's kind of the idea. Meanwhile, we've not seen that, at least out the door here in Columbia, maybe on the south side of town. But again, this is where roads have been impacted the most. I'd expect to see more impacts spread to the east here over the next couple of hours. So if you're watching early this morning, this is going to be short-lived, but again, those greatest snowfall rates are going to be fighting the short-lived window and those warm temperatures to bring us some impact on the road. Not maybe a whole lot of staying power with that snow as temperatures are warmer than normal, but while that snow is falling, could be a bit of an issue. And then we're settling above 32 throughout the afternoon, so we should see some melting. That should be good news for us, kind of helping to clear those roads. But then we're back below freezing tonight. So if you've got a spot that's still a bit wet, hasn't been treated, hasn't been cleared, could refreeze, watch out for that tonight. Again, here's your lunch hour forecast. We're dry after about 10 o'clock as this pushes to the south and the east, and then we're dry tonight. Temperatures falling back below freezing into the 20s early tomorrow morning, and then we're dry, seeing some sunshine by maybe the second half of your Friday. Temperature still, though, in the upper 30s, a bit cold, kind of close to normal for this time of the year, and then we're back out of this normal type weather for early January, and we're back into the upper 40s, if not 50 on Saturday. Getting into the upper 50s by Sunday, and then we're near 60 as rain moves in late Sunday night into Monday hitting near 60, and then we're warm into the middle of next week where we'll see our next chance for rain.